Hi guys, welcome to Matrix Uploaded. I'm Mark, your maths dude. We're carrying on with analytical geometry in this wonderful lesson. And last week we looked at the midpoint formula for finding the midpoint of a line. We looked at the gradient of a line, the equation of a line. We also looked at, the distance formula, finding the distance between 2 points as well as angle of inclination. Now let's get a little bit more romantic. Okay, are you ready? Have a look at this example. Quite a challenge, grade 10s, when you get there. Now watch this. In the diagram, they're giving you the length of AB. They're giving you the length of AB as 8√2. And they give you point B and point A, but they don't tell you what that value of A is. They give you the length, but they don't tell you. They want to know, what is this value of A? And they want possible values of A. So this is weird. So maybe this whole line segment can move around. I mean, if that's my length there, I can do this, and it's still the same length of the arm. Okay, now let's see what happens. If we have a look at this, well, it's the distance formula. So what are we going to do? We're going to say the length of AB is 8√2. Now we know that AB squared is, you're going to take the x's, so you're going to say A minus -5, you subtract the x's and square, plus 7 minus -1, all squared. That's the distance formula. Okay, now let's tidy this up. We also know that AB is 8√2. We've got the length of AB. Okay, A plus 5, and that gives you 8. Now, this is brilliant because we've got the length, we've got AB, AB's replaced, we've got this here, and all we now need to do is solve for A. It seems to me like this is one of those quadratic equations. Okay, all right, now have a look here. So you're happy? We've subtracted A minus -5 squared, 7 minus -1 squared. It's AB squared, and AB is actually the 8√2. Now this is very easy to do from here, because if you then square, just go back a bit. Now watch this. 8 squared is 64, and if you square the root, you get 2. Okay, so what does that tell you there? Okay, and if you square the A plus 5 squared, let's go back a little bit and check. This is going to give you, I'm just going to write this just that you're 100% sure of how to do this. This is 64 multiplied by 2. This is A squared plus 10A plus 25, and that one is 64 there. So be careful of this. That's quite an important principle. Okay, and if we then continue, we've got that 128 is A squared plus 10A. This gives you 89. Bring that across and subtract. 89 minus 128 is 39. You can factorize it as 13 times 3, and 13 minus 3 is 10, so you can do that, and you get A is -13, or A is equal to 3. Okay, now, so we use the distance formula. Now watch this. This is where it comes quite handy if you see the picture. All right, what does it look like? If A is 3 or -13, you can see the y values are still the same, but the arm is actually swiveled to the other side, and the length of AB is still the same. It's 8√2. The B stayed fixed. A is 3, 7, or the other A could have been -13 and 7 as well. Okay, so this is the distance formula. Grade 11s and grade 10s, you're going to have to do this as well, but now watch this. The next example, if they give you the midpoint, oh, this is so important, they give you the midpoint. M is the midpoint of AB, calculate the value of A and B. Okay, now the midpoint is given. Now, how does the midpoint formula work? Let's watch this. Well, what we could do is we could say, look, the midpoint, the x of the midpoint, if you take that x value of the midpoint, how did you get that guy? What did you do? You added up the x's and divided by 2. So you took -5 and you added it to B and you divided by 2, and that gave you the x of the midpoint. And likewise, if you add up the y values, A plus 7 over 2, you get the y of the midpoint there. But you know what? You know those guys. What do you know? You know the x of m is -1 and the y of m is 3. You know that. Now we're in a position to calculate the value of A and B. This is such an important question, matrix. You've got to watch this. All right, so we take those, we multiply both sides by 2, and we then solve for B. Okay, bring the minus 5 across. 5 minus 2 is 3, and this gives you minus 1. Okay, very, very important that. So master these principles, guys. It's very important, and algebra can frequently come into this as we go along. Okay, just check this out quickly. A horizontal line, if you just revise this from grade 9 days, that's y equals 3, and this is going to be a vertical line passing through A and B, where you get x equals minus 4. Do you remember those equations? That's quite important. X is minus 4, y is 3. If you've got a horizontal line, y is a number, and then that's. Now, hold on to this. We've got points on here, and we're going to talk about this, horizontal and vertical lines, in the next lesson. Stay with us on Matrix Uploaded.